stuff we're talking about. Everything that we have said, and we were conspiracy theorists, everything we've said has come to be true. And that's what I'm talking about. America is done with this crap. We're done with that. I know in the UK it's a little bit different. You guys got the GDP, you got all this crap. You guys live in a different world. You may not understand it, but we're done with censorship. We're done with all of this. We just want to live our lives freely, be able to speak our minds on the internet if we want to. If we want to create a social media platform and say, this is how we feel, we should be able to do it. And that's how everyone should live their life.
Ryan, I'm going to apologise on your behalf for the language. Just going through some more tweets coming through. Hakeem Jeffries saying, my thoughts and prayers are with former President Trump, and I'm thankful for the decisive law enforcement response. America is a democracy. Political violence of any kind is never acceptable. Echoing exactly what you've been saying.
Yeah, but these people had a lot of different tone before. They're only doing this now to cover themselves. They could care less about Donald Trump. They want him dead. They don't want this guy on the main stage. They've been saying this for months. MAGA is enemy of the people. Look at Hakeem Jeffries' tweets. Look at Biden's speeches. He gave that dark speech they called him Dark Brandon, where he looked like Adolf Hitler, telling us that we're the problem. There's like clearly a communication issue here, but it is what it is. All we want to do is protect our own interests, protect our country, and make sure that American families are protected, where you don't have to pay, $4.99 at a gas pump for regular gas. You don't have to overexpend your balance at the grocery store. These are common sense things, but whenever you talk about this or any association with Donald Trump, they get upset. They hate him. They hate Donald Trump more than they love America. And that is the absolute reality behind this. And with Donald Trump, they get upset. They hate him. They hate Donald Trump more than they love America. And that is the absolute reality behind this. And all of the rhetoric that they've put out there led to this today. We could have lost the guy. He could have died today. And that's the message here. I'm sorry. You don't have to invite me back, but these fuckers.
We're going to leave Ryan there.
Here. I'm sorry. You don't have to invite me back, but these fuckers.
We're going to leave Ryan there. I was just going to say that it's unfair for him to suggest that Democrats are calling for the death of Donald Trump. We actually have a tweet in from Nancy that it's unfair for him to suggest that Democrats are calling for the death of Donald Trump.
Shalom, shalom, Yasharala. All praises and glory goes to Yahweh Hashem. Yahushai Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and salutations to the elect men feeding the sheep of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai in sincerity and truth. This great gospel coming out of our Bible for you Israelites. Let's get a scripture. This is the book of Isaiah 19 verse 2, and it reads, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Right? And who's the modern day Egyptians? The people here in America. The people here in Babylon the Great. Right? It's in the scriptures in Revelation 11, it tells you spiritual Sodom, spiritual Egypt. Isaiah 19 and 2, I'm reading again. It says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Let's get another verse. 2 Ezra 15 and 15, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. Right? That's what's about to be happening here in America. A civil fucking war. Right? And the stage is being set for a civil war. Right? For all hell to break loose in America. Especially after this shooting right here with Donald Trump. I'm watching one video, they said motherfuckers buying all type of bullets and body armor, right? I watched another video a few days ago, man. It's a sniper shooting at motherfuckers with BBs. It's like he's practicing, right? He done hit about at least 5 to 10 people in one area. I think this is in Florida. So, right, you got people preparing for what? The time of trouble, man. The time of no safety, the time of no peace, no security. Right, the time of these cities being shut down, because these cities about to be shut down. Right, safety and peace is about to be removed from America through what? The violence of the people. Right, politicians getting shot, right? They just hit Donald Trump ass up. Right, and you had the shooter, they caught the shooter, clapped his ass. It says photo of would-be Trump assassin revealed as new details of shooter identity emerge. Right, got him on top of the roof, leaked out, dead and gone. Right, but we already know. Look at his outfit. That outfit looked like a military goddamn outfit. They probably set dude on the roof. He ain't even know what he was doing. He thought he was just watching Trump, and they can't pull up, ran up on his ass and popped him, and made it look like he was trying to clap the president. Right? Because we don't believe nothing we see, because we already know Donald Trump, your boy DJ Trump. Right? DJ Trump, he's compared to modern day Nero. I mean, he's compared to he's compared to Nero, right? The spirit of him. Let's get this. It says Donald Trump, the American Nero. And we know Nero was who? A Roman ruler. Right? It says Nero torches. Right? This is a picture that depicts the time during the Roman Empire when Nero blamed the Christians for a fire in Rome. Right? It says it depicts a group of early Christian martyrs who are about to be burnt alive as the alleged perpetrators of the Great Fire of Rome, right? And who is the orchestrator of that? This fucking named Nero, right? And they tell you here in this Jerusalem Post, Donald Trump, the American Nero. It says people hold candles at vigil at National Mall in Washington last Thursday as they marked the first anniversary of January 6, 2021, right? You remember Trump was supposed to go to jail for this insurrection on the government over the voting, right? It says, Washington Watch. Historians have called the Roman Emperor Nero tyrannical, self-indulgent, and debauched. He is also widely regarded as the worst of all Roman emperors. Nero Claudius Caesar Augustus Germanicus. And it says, Nero Claudius Caesar Augustus Germanicus, the fifth emperor of Rome, was popular with the lower classes for cutting taxes. Historians have called him tyrannical, self-indulgent, and debauched. He was a man with several wives, sexual perversions, and an obsession with performing for large crowds. He is also regarded as the worst of all Roman emperors. Just as Nero was said to have fiddled while Rome burned, Donald Trump fiddled with his television remote while watching his followers violently assault on the Capitol of the United States in his name on January 6, 2021. A TV addict, he reportedly spent the first anniversary of his failed supposed coup fuming as he watched his successors lambast him. Right? It says, even the showman who craves large audience, Trump subsequently sent an email to his supporters asking for money and inviting them to one of his circuses this week in Arizona. There's nothing I love more than being on stage. He reminded them. The great tragedy of January 6th Capitol insurrection is that it was a one-man show and wholly preventable. All it would have taken to prevent the first supposed attempt coup in U.S. history is for Trump, who had lost the popular vote by more than 7 million votes in the Electoral College, to do something totally alien to him. Tell the truth, man. The truth is not in him. Right? Plus, everything is being set up for what? Civil disobedience. I'm reading the book of Ecclesiastes 1:9. It says, "The thing that have been is that which shall be." I'm read that again. The thing that have been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun, right? Because everything is being repeated over again, right? Because it's the reincarnation of the Roman Empire, right? The scriptures speak about the deadly wound was healed in Revelations. And that deadly wound was what? Them Edomites as the Romans. And they came back as what? The Europeans, as the Caucasians, right? And you're watching their whole system fall apart, right? You're watching the same rulers from the past come back doing the same shit, right? Because it says the thing that have been is that which shall be done. It's that, Salaki, the thing that have been is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun, right? I'm gonna go to the book of Revelation 18 verse 21. It says, "And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all." Right? The Bible said, "Thus with violence shall America be thrown down." It says, behavior involving physical force intended to hurt, damage, or kill someone or something. Brutally, brute force, roughness, strength, emotion, unpleasant, destructive, natural force, right? Really, it's going to be a force coming from what? Nuclear missiles. But before that, these fucking people in America are going to turn on each other. They're going to flip on each other. They're going to get arms, and they're going to fight each other, man. I'm reading the book of Mark 3, and let's start at 23. It says, "And he called them unto him, and said unto them in parables, How can Satan cast out Satan?" Right? You got these devils trying to bring down the devils. Devils fighting the devils, right? Trying to set up more devil authority, more devil rulership. Really, this is bullshit, right? It's the elites pushing the propaganda, pushing a scenario so they can set up what? The new world order. It's called order out of fucking chaos. The only way they can get things in order, they gotta have you people turn on each other so you could ask for what? Their help. And they're gonna take drastic measures to the point that they're gonna be executing motherfuckers on the streets to bring in their order, right? It says, "And he called them and said unto them in parables, How can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but have what? But have an end. That's why we know this is the end of Esau's world.